Check, check.
Yeah,
Check.
yeah, yeah, man. Give thanks again. Greetings, all who is hearing on this media and all who will listen to it after. We greet you all, we give thanks, we welcome you into the space. One more time, we give thanks for each and everyone who is here. We pray, that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding will flow freely, and open up to you all, and that you will be greatly endowed with knowledge and blessings from the ancestral powers. Now, one more Wednesday evening into the Mama Say program. Mama Say is a dynamic and engaging podcast and online broadcast series that bridges generation by creating meaningful conversation between the elders and the youth. Hosted by yours truly, Gaa Mang Gloria, popularly known as Mama G. Sims. The program serves as a welcoming space where ancestral wisdom, lived experience, and contemporary issues come together to educate, inspire, and strengthen community. So yeah, man, give thanks to join us another Wednesday. Here we are here with you each and every Wednesday at this time in the program, and we always have our proverbs where we push out some words and we build around that. This evening I have in the space with me, Malibu,
That's right. Give thanks.
Malimu,
I
and I brethren, and I son, and I brother, and I.
give thanks, Mama
Yeah,
G.
man, one day and I reason with from time to time, and full of knowledge and strength and inspiration. And, one of them ones they were, yes, you see the future,
Give thanks.
within the youth, them and so. We also have Akin Sanya Bushi Kunde
Up,
in
up,
the
up.
house, with him whole table full of magical sounds
Yes, sir.
that you will able to get a little feeling of. We also have Kaya in the house, but she want to hide. But Kaya is a young drummer and she's doing her craft, man, and she's going carrying on the ancestral work. So yes, in the space one more time, then say one hand can clap, meaning teamwork is necessary. So we come with a team this evening. So it's a teamwork thing. We have the honorable breadlocks at the control, and we give thanks for him and his strength and his drive and his motivation to make certain that it happen, We give thanks. We also have Law in the house, Yeah, man, listening in. And we have Sister Colleen somewhere listening into the program. Hopefully she's online listening in. And for all the others online this evening, say one hand can't clap. No one hand can't clap. Sometimes we get so individualized. Sometimes we feel like we want to do it by ourselves. Sometimes me and I feel so too, because sometimes it takes so much energy sometimes to get ones in the same frame mind, same perception, and really move like a team sometimes. Sometimes you go ahead, what them say, yeah, go alone, you go a little faster, but when you go with it might take a little time, but you get the job done because one hand can clap. Teamwork until we get that team spirit. Because we kind of have this individualized spirit because of many things misjust, sabotage, undermine, bad mind, all kind of mind, wrong mindset, wrong perception, not able to communicate, not able to relate, and all little different things that keep us apart and make us sometimes want to stay apart and do it by ourselves. But sometimes, yeah, you will get far and faster at it. But when you reach there, you realize you can't harvest enough because I just you alone. So then the harvest ready and the hands are few. So one hand can't clap. We have to learn that lesson all over again. And we have to go back to the drawing board sometimes and look at it and say, actually, one hand can't clap. You need the other hand to put together, to pray, to clap, to help lift something, to do something. You need every finger. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Half finger think you can cut off none dash way, and one hand can't clap. So it go. Yeah, man, you need every finger, and even the little one needed to make your hand be a hand. And one hand can't clap. Need all fingers and all hands together. Right, Malimu?
Same, sir.
Yeah, man.
10 finger.
Yeah, man, it's that strength we have there them in here, so we die.
Give
So
thanks.
that's why we know say teamwork is necessary and
That's
one
right.
hand can clap. I can be alone star. Yeah, I have that energy to be alone star and stay by myself and enjoy my own company and get things done and yeah, sometimes without any disturbance or interruptions, and so you like that kind of energy. But I still learn from many experience, live experience, that one hand can't clap and you have to work as a team to get things done. So sometimes, the fight is within. The fight is not without, the fight is within. It's within your own self to come to that realization. Sometimes you have to put
Definitely.
you have to have patience. You have then you have to have forbearance. You have to can forgive.
Emotionally aware as well as and
Yeah,
sensitive.
man, and you have to ready and sharp and alert to know which one to apply to the
Definitely.
situation. You know, because sometimes it's not forgive, it's forbear. Before you even reach the forgive, you have to forbear and overstand why them is the way them is, and that you are put there to help rise them to this consciousness. And with that overstanding, you learn how to tolerate and endure. And the race is not for the swift member. The race is for those that endure to the end. So you have to endure with them and go through the teething growth with them. And sometimes the teething growth might be things arrow flying at you,
Right.
but you have to put away your personal feelings and emotions and just know say it bigger than you. And even though this humiliating situation might be something where people say they get so embarrassed that them are gonna put authority now to it. If I can fire you, I'm going to fire you and all these things. Sometimes I have to just cool, never say nothing, and wait on the moment. Sometimes the moment might take a week before you can really say something to the person. The person might even forget about it, and there's somewhere having a drink and him happen to the right at your table, and it's just the moment for you say to him say, me and you for reason about that from the other day, and the argument can go through. You choose the moment. So it's a whole lot of things, to build relationship, because that's what we are here for. To learn how to love and to give and to receive love, you know, and to do the very act of it, and don't just talk about it. It's not a talking thing, it's a verb. And to know how to apply it even to the one who you know might not love you like someone else, you know, and teach them how to love, because when you learn to love, there's no undoing, there's no going back, you know. And so we got this work as a team, because what we have liking minds, you know, we are of that community. We want to serve, we want to give back, we
Definitely.
want to see our people living a good quality life, you know. And so we give of ourselves, you know, and spend moments and time and build our craft and give it to serve our people, to heal some of the pain that our people, to cushion some of the pains our people is going through, you know. So we look beyond all the faults and saw where their needs are, and it's the need, you know. Malibu is a drummer, and he know what the culture can do, what the drum can do, and he want to go to the highest extent,
Yes, sir.
extreme, to deliver this, you know. And when we think of these things, sometimes we think outside what people would be valued as a monetary value, because this is in you would say invaluable works that we know we're giving. And if we even ask for a donation, it's just something to keep us moving, because what we are giving is worth much more than silver and gold.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's of our very self, what we know we use, tested and proven method and therapies that we know we have gone through and used to strengthen ourselves to be here today, to be able to give to you, you know. And so we are willing, you know, these are therapies that you'd have to pay millions and thousands of dollars if you go the clinical way for these therapy that we are giving, you know.
Definitely.
So it's a joy to be here, you know, interacting with the community. We have Pushikunde over here, Akinsanya, with all his healing sounds, you know. And these healing sounds is very good for your mental health, your mental awareness, to help focus you, to help ground you, to help you to release things that you no longer need, that is becoming a baggage or burden in your life, around you. You don't know how to put down these things, get rid of them. You don't know how to lift your spirit after a situation or within the situation, be it grieving and losses of whatever, you know, separation and all these different things and emotions that we go through, life experience that we had, you know. Akinsanya devote himself with his music and his craft, using some meaningful thing like his crystal bowl to use sounds to heal, you know. And you hear him in the background there. You know, we're going to get a full course of him and some of his healing techniques that he used sound. Now these sound can is things you can introduce into the health system, like going into the hospitals, for instance. When you think about Bellevue hospitals, um just what I know mainly of them is that they will give you somebody an injection that will slow them down, you know, that they don't as aggressive as they are. But that doesn't help the situation, because it need more mental things, you know. And only the arts and the craft, you know, give that mental clarity and that mental empowerment coming, and inspiration through the creation to the ones that is mentally ill, help to correct and ground them more than drugs, you know. And so people don't like to deal with that kind of sickness. The one you doesn't, the person look okay, he doesn't have a sore and not in pain like that, but the illness of the mental and the head illness is sometimes very much ignored, and no one don't want to face it because sometimes these people are totally out of their mind. It's not easy, but we know that the craft, the creativity, the music, the arts, arts is what you use to bring harder to chaotic situation, right? So there's no going around. And it's many years we have Bellevue Hospital in Jamaica here. And it has not, it is inadequate, as I would say, with due respect. It is very inadequate. So you see half the mentally ill people are on the street because you have to have something to occupy them. They're going to walk out, and giving them just an injection of drugs that will slow them down if they are moving too fast, but still don't do nothing to what caused them to be in the situation. It's only the arts, and I give praises this evening that I had met Professor Eklin, Freddie Eklin, and I sit and talk with him. I even bring artists to him, musician, in a meeting, and he was very, very impressed that he see a group of musician, of bands came to him about the therapeutic part of the music, because he said that is the part that essence that has not been used up the way it's supposed to, of reggae music. That therapeutic part, that part that make you release the stress, that part that make you relax, the part that never can be priced by money, and the part that never yet get paid for, because it is the essence of the healing, especially of our post trauma stress disorders that we carry, that we have like a legacy out of transatlantic slave experience. So we're talking about the arts as reparative tools
Right.
for reparation. Come in, Malibu, and say something, because me alone can't talk.
Yeah, give thanks, Gamma G. Greetings to each and everyone. As Mama G mentioned earlier, I am Mwalimu, a cultural practitioner, and I like to consider myself a vessel for my ancestors and through drumming, you know. Yeah, it's very interesting listening to what you're saying as it relates to the healing aspect of the music. Um, we've seen over time where the music has changed significantly, and the popular music of the day is not what it used to be. And that therapy that you mentioned was always an integral part of the music that we produced here. And as you said, it was actually out of necessity after we went through, the atrocity of so many years of down pressure energy. We talk about that transatlantic period in our history, you know, and as I said, even as a drummer, we know of the importance, the important role that the drums have always played in our community and in our society as African ascendants. You know, obviously we use the drums to communicate. You know, and that therapy, that healing therapy, from the drums, for the drummer and for the person who is receiving that energy
Mm-hmm.
while the drummer speaks through the drum. It's something that you cannot express just through words. So it's very interesting listening to you, speaking about these things and having that
Mm-hmm.
first hand, experience, operating from that space. So it's very interesting. As I say, you can do all of the talking, but it's very intriguing to listen to you talk about these things.
Yeah, man, it's a joy,
Yes, sir.
There a reason with it, and you're hoping that it will resonate with someone's, in higher places who might happen to come across this broadcast or listening.
Definitely.
And we don't know it all, but you say one can chase the other.
Definitely.
And we are say it's a long time. We spend long time on some things that don't have any meaning that we know is not the solution. And the solution sometimes is so basic, and when it's like to certain intellect is like when it's so base, then it's not really
It's too
real.
simple.
Too simple
It's too
to be
simple.
so powerful, or to be
Yes.
the answer
Right.
to a situation that they've been searching for. But
Right.
it's just there. It's that.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's no going around it. There's no other way. That the arts that we have, that we do exhibition with, that we do a little craft and we sell it, and is it we eat food from economically, and
Yes,
all
sir.
the things that we are that help to identify us as a culture. All those arts, first and primary reason and purpose is to bring harder to chaotic situations.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
a
it's all about.
yeah,
That
that's
is the primary roles
yeah, that
of
is that is
it,
a very good point.
you know. But I might see it as economic, and so that's the level that I dwell in. Another man see it as something that can promote him and bring him far and give him all the fame he can
Right.
ever get, and so he might have a gift in it, but that's where he stopped with it. And next man even go too far and say, boy, say, want to go on tour and make some money, and or so I want to travel go abroad, so my creativity me I go use. And just that perception is where you're stuck sometimes. But you see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. Before it was all of that. Before we use it in all those ways
Right.
to serve ourselves, it first come to you for you to use it as this part of our Bible scripture say, feed my sheep.
Right.
That's what it come first for you. As a man we know it, and you get the gift to do it. And so you first get it for the community, to address situations before we were depending on doctors and institute.
And government.
Word is grill, and this girl
Yeah.
was in different ways. Some was just storyteller who bring it like historian. Some were priests. Some were healers who would apply their method of healing to it, within their creativity, and deliver it. Some were healers. You use the arts, spiritual arts, for healing. You know, and the different levels. But we left the primary level and we start to see it as economic and a tool to use to gain fame. And you start to perform it instead of
Yeah.
living it. And all these things, you start to want to be paid to do it, instead of giving it as an offering each time, knowing that you were endowed with this great gift. So whenever the time our situation, our community would call upon you to deliver it, you would do so without looking for anything in return, because that is what you are carrying it. You are the bearer, the keeper of this great gift, of this great level to give it, but we have so strayed from the real purpose and the way to do it. you know we feel like if I don't charge for it, then I will be poor. But it's when you give, especially to certain events and celebration, then you will be blessed, not from what you gain from giving it, but totally eternally blessing greatness.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, give thanks. To expand on that point, this sound like a reasoning that is one of those pertinent reasons that we have in our community as cultural practitioners, as drummers and dancers, you know? Um, and it's so important for us to continue to operate from that space where we understand that it is not just about performing, you know? It is not whenever you find yourself, whether you're seated or standing, you are behind an instrument, you know? For me, it's the drum, and for my circle, mostly we talk about the drums. It is very important to always remember what the primary purpose of the instrument that you're behind, what purpose it primarily serves, or what it has always meant, for our community. You know, um, it's that it doesn't matter what kind of expression, whatever the rhythm is, or whatever the purpose is, when you are really drumming, it is primarily expressed in a communal way.
mm-hmm.
It is a group of people that will be necessary all the time to express whatever it is that you're doing to its full potential. you know so it is important that we always bear that in mind. And even though, yes, we will perform, and even though we will take into consideration in different spaces and different places the logistics and the economic side of carrying out a duty, it is always important to continue to remember that your primary duty to your community is to give and to share
Yeah.
what the Most High has given you, for you to be able to to carry out this art form, this craft, for you to share this for healing, for you to share this in order for there to be, as you say, to bring order to a chaotic situation, to bring
Right.
structure into your life and into the lives of the people of your community. Whenever you sit or whenever you gather as a group, and you express sounds from the drums, it is not just sounds that you are making for the purpose of entertainment, or you're not just making sounds for the purpose of sounding good. There's a lot that is happening by you coming together as a community. There's a lot of healing that is taking place.
Yeah, and it's time that the community see the traditional art, artisan, drummers, musicians, healers, and these cultural one. Just like how you can see the doctor, because you always have the doctor's fee. So the same way you come to the drumming and you feel good, that feel good sensation is what sometimes don't get paid for, and but that's where the healing is. Once you feel good in the space, yeah, you give a donation without, because even though we are the artisan is to give their time, but we also must remember that they have their own personal life to live and they give their time to do this. So we must always be willing and let the Spirit guide us to give freely to these ones gifts and know that it is part of your healing and your giving back
Right.
to them, because they are not just someone just there drumming, they are healing the spirit, healing the space, healing the earth. These sound go out and the earth get healing. And with that, I would love to hear something from Bushikunde,
Liberation.
Akim Sanya in this
Bushikunde.
space. Come in and say something. Because I interact. One
Yes,
hand
sir.
can clap.
Mm.
Teamwork
Yeah,
we are
man, you have
talk
to just
about.
flow it and make it go around and come around, you know. Um, Nothing been said, sound, we're discovering now that sound, we're mindful of it now, and the sound is the ancient and modern medicine, As I say, kind words, um, good poetry, good arts, you know.
Word sound and pause.
Yeah, that's what Rasta always say. So we see where them I use sound therapy and music therapy within the health institution. Jamaica don't adapt to it yet, but as somebody catch cold or where will happen, that go happen, I'll pick it up, So
Mm.
the sound medicine is something where people are utilized, for the youth them, what they call specialized children, and the elderly, just to complement, and then research are going on it, so that point we top on that where to say we don't love to see it in the institution. Yeah, Dr. Professor Frederick Hicklin, he did tap into a level of it, when you talk about that. Because it was a project I read of, Rhythm of Life, the Third World, he did some work with Third World too, you know. Live up yourself in the Rhythm of Life, there was like a whole theater production around it, Yeah, so that aspect of it, is something I'm on full dance, that, yeah, the arts, is something that, yeah, it is something that has always been touching the people. Something where I can pay for, Yeah, I might pay for the production and what we put it together, but that's what the arts, Jamaican arts, I mean arts universally, but the Jamaican arts, especially when we talk to the contemporary, like say, reggae music and all them things, always attack good,
Yeah,
I
make
mean,
you feel good.
yeah, on the surface, you might go there and dance and feel good, but if you should check all the layers within a one being and in society,
Right.
it transcends all them levels there, and magical thing happens,
Yes, sir.
hmm Yeah, man. So that's what it's all about,
It's thanks.
So, in other words, you'd wanna say, even till now, some part, just like our one would say, some part of your brains, yeah, your brains is a Kyle, and like some part of it, some of I and I don't even never yet reach half of the Kyle out there. We only go to one spot and stop all the way, but we're not going at certain
Yeah, you don't
levels
use the full
at the
potential
full
and
potential of
the
your
brain.
brain. So the same thing we are saying now with reggae music. It's like even till now the full potential of this resilient music we build out of the struggles of the people and become a world beat globally all over the world. Everyone want to adapt it, everyone want to take apart it, everyone want to put something to it and own that one day. And great things come out of our minds, them ordinary one came together and did this music. And many of the ones them legend in those days didn't even know the depths that it would go to where it reached today. And still, as we say, like the brain, some part not touch it. Cause when you me and I personally recognize, cause I've been doing psychotherapy with a group now for a while, transactional analysis and psychotherapy on that level. where you're going to the clinical part of things as a therapy, whether I kind of package my traditional way within the clinical way to bring it to a therapy, because some people can't deal with the old raw traditional way, so we package it into those way. So I'm saying we yet to package the healing essence of reggae music, the therapeutic part that you say when a band is left to what you sing and a singer is going to has say a institutional hospital and he has 4 or 5 mental people that part of his song he will reason on certain level or whatever. You see the artist not just as an artist but a heart therapist, because he's singing song that is healing souls, and you start to identify that level of image. So there's levels of our legendary artist that has not been identified yet. You understand? And I can say that when I say a man go through a life experience where he was living on the street, and for instance the artist come and sing one song say no live nowhere, no live nowhere, no live nowhere, no, and that just those few words is speaking to people that anywhere in every country you go, in every nation you will see them. And a man sing that because he had an experience on the road in those areas. So you're looking at a man that has lived an experience and is speaking from that experience, because he's no longer at the experience, but he can speak of it because he didn't just read about it or hear about it, he live it. And from that live experience, he now can see the solution in the situation because he has been there and done that, and sometimes resurrect himself. And many of our artists as those experience that they sing from, of where they were, things they have been through, things they could have been, but the music did otherwise, and can use these things to help those that might come behind them. So we don't yet explore all the different attributes and all the different skills that are artists that sing, especially from a live experience, some ballad that can, identify with social issues. How much they still have to offer that they don't yet give. Just going on a tour and re-singing these songs on a stage is not going in the depths of the line and the lyrics and the words and the things that he experienced that make him write this song. There's a lot, that we can give. An artist could be going on a tour and is a university is going on a tour into speaking to students from the songs he do. That is why it is important for the artist to live and to preach what they teach and to live it, you know, so that you can identify it, because many times these are issues that is in the world that don't have solution, and you are the solution when your song is like a testimony, things
Yes,
like
right.
that.
You mentioned a point about how the brain utilize fully, and music is one thing where them say, if you want to expand and grow and make connection at the brain, learning music, I don't
Mm.
hear them say it about any other arts, but we then talk about neuroplasticity, growing new parts of the brain. It is said that learning an instrument, when them scan the brain, it shows a learning an instrument, playing an instrument, make grow new connections, connect the left side of the brain to the right side of the brain, which is a
Mm.
very interesting thing,
Yeah, very,
Yeah,
very
man.
interesting.
Yeah, man. So that's why I always, keep on learning something musically, Always keep the brain active. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You're looking at that now, and you look at the curriculum in schools.
Mm.
And I'm saying, even the other day, me go to the school and me I was to speak, and it sound like too much of a strong talk. Did forgive at the office when I went there about certain things. But sometimes you have to say it, and you say,
Yeah,
boy, it's only the ones that might not able to take the talk, because sometimes it's not like the ones them that is there you're really talking, is the system itself.
right,
You look and you see His Majesty said in His word that we have experience and education and environment that He'll prepare us for the future.
right,
And this education system, I am looking at it for a while. And even when COVID come and shut it down, may I say, so them need to resurrect this school teaching system. I think the one they had has outdated and has outgrown itself. And the children now are rebelling. And when I said outdated, I'm talking about, you know, upgrading it, moving to the next level. And I'm gonna talk about the music again. How much subject can music teach in a school?
Mm.
Music can teach mathematics, because music is very mathematical.
Yeah, numbers, number
And
base.
those science, we have a university of technology on this island. And sometimes I wonder what is the era that they really teach in, and what level is our engineer and technology people going. Because I think it's in that university. I'm a trained entrepreneur skill trainer upgraded by UTech. And as a I would say I'm a social entrepreneur. I make I will make a business, an enterprise out of a situation that I've been through. So I would say, give me the worst situation you've been through, and it's an opportunity. It come for give you a profession, but you never see that part there. And I'll turn it into a job,
right.
you know? Because it's not to dwell on, the rougher it comes, is the more it has something in it. And in those areas, you would identify yourself as a social entrepreneur.
Right.
And so, upgraded by UTech, I wonder, if there's not that era that they teach entrepreneur, and are our entrepreneur using innovation. It's like I am a pioneer spirit. I love to go for something that never exists before. More like a scientific mind. Yeah, me fi go for something. And so I'm looking at it and I'm saying the arts. Now that we see that heritage that our people left for us, Jamaica have some of the best carver, wood carvers. Some of the best musicians, drummers, never been to no school, just them DNA.
Yes, sir.
Some of the best carpenter, some of the best build house you see, like firm, like a plant in the ground, is Jamaica. Firm is you can see in a house truck. No, can shake it like him plant it in the ground. Firm. And you look on it and say the house is sturdy, man. Like it just did it all along,
Yeah.
Jamaican contractors. We have some of the most creative mind people, you know? And so I'm saying all these arts and creation is what we should be going into the school with to teach our children. You, as I said, the maths, music can teach mathematics. It can teach many levels, because music is life.
Yeah, man. He can teach English,
It
can you
can
know?
teach even
He can
English,
teach chemistry because
science. So much here that music is like a vehicle. And that is one of the things, like how Hollywood have movie, Jamaica have music and musician. This are not coincidence. And it is saying a lot where we still don't even walk some of the grounds of it yet, as to how it should apply to the future, as to the position that our musicians should be in Jamaica, and we look upon as some as some ones that are there where you say, man, some philosopher, deep musician from the song they write and the way they deliver and it. We don't yet explore some things with it. You know? It's like I'm saying, more workshops. Make an artist illustrate to the community, some youth. Why him write that song there? What did that where him a come from? What the music has done? All the creativity for people. Bring them in the school. Youth love to learn from they are small. They love to learn through singing and song. Commission certain artists to sing the song them in a learning way so that the children would learn it. To pay them, Minister of Education can pay, and you can write the song too and give it to the artist to sing to help, instead of each year you coming up with a new book, and so you might um patronize a author. You can also patronize an artist.
Say,
Write a song, give him, and make him sing something catchy and nice, cause you like how him sing. And see if the youth them will catch the same like how them catch the negative lyrics. You know? And it could be a learning thing.
I,
Get them, you have to get children, when you see children start to say then get boring, you have to now bring some creativity to the curriculum in Jamaica that will make them kind of want to get into that world,
I can say something
you
now.
know?
Um, Speaking of music in the school, if you notice now, when I grew up, every primary school, if never they had either a rundown piano. I don't know if you check your school. I remember going to several primary schools and looking at some corner, there was some piano. And further research shows that the music, on some level, maybe under the British, some school had that music program. And I think we need to value music, and sometimes a lot of discussion happening with, some of the people engage in music and all that talk about how to engage, like, the government, how to improve the writing and all this thing about Jamaican music. Same thing we're talking about the greatness. How can we capitalize on it? And one thing always identify was that we need to start introduce music to the youth them from kindergarten. And I think it need to be a subject coming straight up. Right now it's like an option. When you check it out, like, that creative arts part of the thing, more school nowadays them have most school nowadays them have, like, yeah, they might have Africa Day and some little thing, and drop a little thing here and there, but it's not something that is consistent throughout them years, so they can build a skill and grow with it. So, and on that mistake, the first world country, them and certain country, they value the arts, they develop them value the musical, aspect of things, people learning an instrument. And we checked out all the great artists play an instrument. Not just vocal, Well, when I observe within Jamaican music now, like from the 80s, in a lot of cultures too. When you're taught to more like Jamaica now, I mean, dancehall is the thing. And it's a kind of individualistic kind of, I would say, 'cause we talk about concert. And like reggae music is a more concerted effort. You see more groups and reggae and all them things. But with dancehall now it become a one man individual thing. And most of the man they don't really learn an instrument. The only instrument them are them voice. So I feel like we want to complement all at
Well,
that level there. From
well,
kindergarten, infant school, in observe Kaya. She loved the music, and speaking of even with I and I song uprising roots and even though me play some long time 60s song, even though it made the youth them talk about pepper seed. I mean Levar and Kaya. I'm saying, bring know what pepper seed.
well, one,
Them hear them father, I saw make you speak. Them hear them father speak of it, and them hear them father sing the music. So
Yeah,
the
mm,
youth them are influenced by what them hear.
definitely.
Yeah, man, if them hear all the low down level energy music, I them produce, and after them reach certain age too, I them peer a listen, I don't hear upon them boom back. It is easily accessible. So that's something where we have to keep in them face, out of mind, out of sight. Mama
Yeah,
G come in.
one I think now moving from the schoolroom now to the community with the same music now. Cause music is a vehicle, so I drive, you drive, right? Reach a community now. And yes, talk about dancehall. No, I will always say, what I learn and know that dancehall originally was a space.
Mm-hmm.
And that space was a space that would correct the community, reprimand the community, encourage the community. And Sunday evening, go church, cause you just a done in your ear then or whoever you is. So Sunday evening you dress up in your terline and wool and harrow shirt and diamond socks
Clocks.
and clocks and your felt and you go down at the lawn. Cause every little area did have a lawn. And you have a sound system for the community we play at the lawn. And then the DJ who now become the dancehall artist would go to the lawn and he can talk and he can rhyme and talk to the community in a humorous way, even if he must say something bad. He say it in a one way where the community can digest it.
right.
And so he would go on the mic, and that time a vinyl around. So the flip side was always
Version.
a dub, the version. So on the dub was when he would have speak to the community on whatever level.
Right.
Like how you hear principal and them and they do it. And I know that that was a very good thing because it used to keep the community in check. It was the only space that would weekly every Sunday evening say at that time them would go along and you well dressed and Sunday evening everybody would have finished eating dinner and have a new set of clothes and you just come out and you and your youth and your family and you go along and you go dance and there's a Jalova run to and some part of Jalova and Jalova play good music and whatever. And you just cool out you and your family and enjoy the thing. But then it changed and then dancehall moved from a space to a genre of music. And the DJ become, and then everything start deal with. Even you would not deal with the right from wrong. You see many different ones coming up many different ways and come with how them feel like them have strength for. And they so them powers are them good at doing that and then come with this. This I wanna come with a girl thing. That the one saying boy him film lyrics more and can chat about gun and this I one come with badness on the street and everything come. And it take the boat. Well I wish I would see the genre music dancehall still carry that foundation of what dancehall was to the community. And remember, said that was the foundation of that word dancehall. Was a space where if raping a go on in a community, the artists don't come with some lyrics and lick all rapists. And they know them get lick when certain artists touch them. You understand me? By talking when rhyme and say what you want to say around that. And you know. I wish it would still carry that format to reprimand, to encourage, to strengthen, even though some of the artists continue to do that. But that it would be that principal ground where one's build upon, instead of become the same thing, institute now that sometimes weaken the morals of the community
That's primarily what it
by
is known for today.
what is said. Huh?
That's primarily what it is known for today. Is it don't carry that kind of energy as you talk about the principle, the original,
Mm-mm.
root of what dancehall really meant. In today when I say dancehall, it's not something. It's not something positive that comes to mind.
Yeah.
You think about all the negativity.
Yeah.
It's a community thing,
Yeah.
and I remember a couple years ago when they were doing the conference, music conference on the university campus, I did a paper named From Dancehall to Dancehall.
Dance,
Yeah,
danceness.
get dance. Get dance though,
Yeah,
I don't know, the dancehall business, like,
I really I done all right,
get
for sure.
dancehall.
Yeah. I mean,
Some dances are going.
what really happened is that, I mean, the music from ever since always have a very rebellious state. I remember reggae music, ska
Mm,
music was a rebellious music against the music of them parents too, Come in with them
mm,
parents and then look and say, what this or what am I going with here. But looking back, I think the cream of the crop rise and it simmer with good things.
Right,
'Cause all them things was existing in the music for a long time.
right.
You also, it was, it place. Now it's like no place. And then the gadgets that we have, every man having boom box, the neighbor can turn
mm.
up him speaker, they pick them have him phone. So and what become popular? The popular culture, so sometime and there's a art version out there, what they call him, they use something with the like the dance or therapist, something like that. 'Cause a lot of the music really I try to help the people them, like like bad mind but sometimes it's so stressing. You
Mm.
listen to music and you say, yeah, them are trying to motivate themselves. But when I compare the foundation of the music, I can Delroy Wilson about song when him say, they've been trying a long, long time to keep me down. Yeah. But why him said, better must come. Peter Jimmy Cliff have one right, so the harder they come, the harder they fall. So the poetry has always have that blue part tonight, but it always did I motivate the people them in a very positive way and not rubbing the sorrows and like you cherish and idolize. It's like nowadays music like the music just a cherish and idolize that I don't know the words. But
But
it's negative.
sometimes I think they're really not, not paying enough attention to the point that the word singing over and over again is a affirmation,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
so that is a whole level where you're going at the powers of word now. When you study the powers of word and word and thoughts and all these things move, and the mind and what the mind can do. You know that if you keep repeating something over and over, and it's a song that I go play over and over, and in the song you keep repeating certain line over and over. So if you keep repeating it, because actually sometimes you're sleeping and a song is playing and you're not fully awake. But you wake up singing the song because you're actually hearing the song even though you're not fully awake.
Yeah, and even some song where you're not too full laugh, you find out you end up
You
sing
know?
some line in it too.
So it get
You
into
know?
your
You
system
hear it so
just the
often.
same because you're hearing it and it's repetition and repetition and the mind, and so it's like a affirmation will eventually manifest. So let it be that you are saying, you're writing a ballad, you're telling someone what is happening, but you don't dwell on what bad. You are the artist, you are the creator, you are the writer. You can rewrite the story. Always rewrite the negative story with your lines that in the end you finish. Like, remember we used to read some and they say, and she live happily ever
Ever after.
after. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I always finish it with that kind of energy.
yeah,
And she live happily ever after. You are the writer.
yeah,
Rewrite the story. Don't write the same thing what happen where you
yeah.
don't like. Talk about it, yes, in a one or two line, but then when you're finishing up your chorus or your punchline,
Come with the happily ever after.
come with
Mm-hmm.
the happily ever
And
after,
that is
man.
so
Write
much
it.
multi-layered to
Cause that you want to happen. The good thing you want to happen,
Yeah.
let it be what the repetition is on. Yeah.
mm-hmm. Yeah, 'cause that is an art also, writing, apart from the singing, the writing. Cause it's all about story, What's your story? What are you saying? What you
Yeah,
really are saying. How you gonna write? It's like watching a good movie. But
yeah.
you hear it in a song and you hear it within 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I think, and that's the next era, me always hear a special man like Mikey Bennett to talk about. Like the songwriting.
It's the
Cause,
heart of
cause some artists feel
writing.
like him don't need no write him.
And not even the art of writing. In my journey, I have had some inspirational of spoken words, the power of it, spoken words, written words, and thoughts, what it can manifest. Because I love to, yeah, my whole thing is about manifesting something, transforming something. Yeah, bringing the manifestation of what something should be. Yeah, that's where I know that I'm a co-creator with the Almighty God.
Say.
Yeah, cause me I go recreate the city. Me
Yeah.
nah go just
No,
del
real.
pan the and gone in on the stars and a ball. Me
Depression.
can't do that one them. Me no know if do it. Me know say me I line up the situation there and change it. Whether me I go write it, spoken words, you can
All right.
powers.
That
You can
thing.
decide to go on fasting and silent and don't chat until when you chat, it must come into being.
True.
Yeah.
What me say now is what makes certain work magical. We're not talking whether it's written, spoken, or thing. We talk about we just describe something. What
Mm-hmm.
makes something work magical too. It wasn't literally written. It come from an inspiration. It just come out to your head and you mention even fasting. That's the next thing I hear a producer say. Can we talk about the music? The artist needs to just observe, going at the and I've experienced the journey I'm on right now is that level that it's like silence. For me, it's the silence that make the music. Just like this conversation. It is the silence that make, you know, the conversation the reason have sense. Like
Yeah.
if I just make feel sound and I chat, so then you won't come across.
Right.
So it's all the elements that make the thing what it is art to be.
Yeah.
Magical great work, that introspective, that thing that would come from a place where you have to say, wow, this art is something about him, man. You won't even really tap into a space. Because them use all them elements there. Yeah, good writing, good inspiration too. 'Cause some of them you can be motivated to write a thing, but sometimes some of the greatest songs an artist will tell you, some of the greatest painting, writings, inspiration come from inspirit, we call it inspiration. So I feel, not feel, we know say artist have just position himself, have that mindset,
Be a
and
vessel.
make himself see the word a
Yeah.
vessel,
Be a vessel.
and then the thing will just flow through. At
Say.
a level, the thing need consistency, persistency.
Yeah. Give thanks.
Yes, I.
Yeah. As I've listened to the both of you speaking about how the musical, specifically, dancehall has transformed from being a space for the community coming together and
Mm.
having different experiences in that space. Motivational experiences. Addressing social issues
Mm-hmm.
in that space. You know, um, and just coming together, for that therapy that we speak about as well. And now that leads I to think about the current state of the music, the current state of all the expressions surrounding the music, the current state of how where we come together in a dancehall kind of space, how it is controlled and how it is also it is not encouraged, and to the point where and it now becomes a targeted space,
Mm.
systematically to
Mhm.
be dismantled because, if you think about it, as people of African ascendancy, you know, coming full circle to that initial reason of doing things collectively, teamwork,
Mhm.
Yeah, man,
there
one
is
hand
so
can't
much,
clap.
that one can achieve on that individualistic pursuit. But when it comes down to being purposeful and attaining purposeful goals,
Mhm.
it is without any exception always a collective effort, without
Mhm.
any exception, at every different level of our existence, it is always a collective effort.
Yeah, because when you check the music now, as I say, one hand can clap, you know. I mean, keyboards, the great song, I say, Ebony and Ivory, the black and the white tones, come together and talk about concert, talk about concerted, talk about band. I always say BOND, the banding of many, ones coming together to create that one sound. So yeah, that collectivity is always something we endorse, You can't go around it.
Yeah.
Can't go around it.
Yeah, and I personally like to, whenever we identify issues or what one would call problems, you know, um, my my
Hmm?
mind always directs toward
You
the
check.
solution, and we have identified that there is a very important and integral part that music and musical expressions have to play in the development of our youth, you know? So we as parents and guardians and grandparents and uncles and aunties and, just caregivers, in whatever way we can facilitate or in whatever way we can ensure that our youth get this experience as a part of their development, we
Yeah,
should
well, I
take
think
that initiative.
them always say start in the home. So that's right where
Yeah.
there in your community, You have to
Yes,
make
I.
sure you share the
In
youth,
your yard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So, I hope this, program here tonight really rose up some of the ones them. And that, we touch on some very provoking points can stir up some ones, to reason about certain things and to look deeper, because we are look deep in the music now, Because you see the music do it. We look and see in a Melissa or the musician then was able to help the community, through the music. So yeah. So we are looking at wrapping up on what now. Is there any time for ones and ones or one call in if anything? Yeah, we see if anyone wants to talk to it from out in our world and say anything to it. So so the phone number is on the screen. I think a WhatsApp. If one they want, just call in and interact if you're there, they did a listener. So yeah, we take a few interaction and then yeah. But yeah, them topic 1 o'clock, teamwork,
Say.
unity, great heritage from my ancestors. And for all the legend, the ones that we carried, those that are have gone on before, those that are still here and those that is to come. You know, we give thanks to every artist, every legend, everyone out there. We play them part, and that here, and no matter how I finger think, we not go cut it off that shirt. Because we respect everyone who play them part in this musical journey, great heritage of Jamaican people. You know, many genre of music and yeah. Sometimes I think you might build it in a way and it outgrown itself or it take a different course sometimes, but we do appreciate love everything, and everyone, and we can speak and things are still happening musically, can't die, many come and many go, but memories will live on, yeah, in this Iowa. We're losing so much, we see so much of move on in a short space of time. For the layer left,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, and that the music will grow in this present to accommodate to our future, our children, even better than how it started out, and even more, and even though we say, well, reggae music is this and it worked that, we say there's still levels to go, which we know our children will take it to those levels
Yes, sir.
where it will be a whole structure that can govern a people economically, um, emotionally, socially, culturally. It's our identification.
Yes,
To
sir.
identify us anywhere we go, and it's a joy when you're abroad and see how people respect reggae music, respect our artists, and look upon them as legend, and say we really would look upon their band even more, because many of them do great works. It
Definitely.
wasn't just singing a song, great, 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 great thing. Humble people.
Yes, sir.
Reggae music was born out of the struggle and the down pressure of our people. And the same thing as Maroon, we say, the song was what helped us in times of hardship. We would sing a song when we are lift up a load and go up like a faster. You would sing when you're going over a hill and the load is heavy and it make your foot feel lighter.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we realized that there was this healing essence, especially mentally, to release stress and these hard things that we look impossible. This God is give us that to do it.
Yes, sir.
So we give thanks. Yeah, give some music, Akim. Are you are the musician tonight? Cause we not copyright nothing tonight. Are you right there, sir?
Yeah, greetings. The sound bomb experience and all right is music we talk. The sound, yeah, yeah, sound therapy and music therapy. Um all music is sound, but not all sound like I said music, eh? Yeah, cause sometimes yeah, just by the river, it have a nice sound, not really musical, you know. Yeah, yeah. Hmm? It's still broadcasting. Yes, I. Irie, yes, I give thanks and praise. This chant is called our Om, chanting the ancient sounds. Ah, oh, ah, oh, ah. Yes, sir, meditation, the meditation music that come from source, Yeah, we don't think about nothing, it just come and we give thanks that, we accept that, yeah, it was given to I and I in this time, Yeah, man, we shall share some meditative song, Sometimes some of the song, I will say, less is more right now. And I want to find out we have to just use one word, or one sound, Forget the message across. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Going to the roots of the music, one song is what I mean a lot to I and I. Especially, the conscious community, Rasta community, African oriented community, spiritual community. Yeah, Zion Land, Ras Michael. I. Malmo. Malmo, got invite Ark Malmo to come play some drums, Yeah. Yeah, man. As we say, it's a concerted effort, Because the foundation of the music, was built around that communal effort, Yeah. And one of the things when you talk about the state of the music and healing and even how to heal the music industry from all the shortcomings, One, one of the things is that the music always not the community, The foundation of the music, reggae bands, enough harmony groups, Even come right yourself, I mean, Put a chair right yourself. Closer. Yes, I, yeah, man. So as well said, the music always have that collective effort, Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So within the collectivity, we're checking how dancehall come about now, and for a while, when it's like when I mean individual artists we wouldn't see, You have duos come about, and then you'd have a group, you know. Because as we say, the music have a collective approach to it, and even this guitar string is not one string, Even brush your one string, I do a one string. You have a level at more one note. Yeah, and you understand the drums have many tones, So I miss at one time dance I had some doors and it had TOK in it where it was a collective. So yeah, man, part of the greatness is collectivity, Yeah. And Remember in the foundation, I have a music of a foundation, you know. So this one is called Zion Land. But as me say, the sound bomb experience is sound at time, not even words. So we want to do an interpretation of Ras Michael chant, you know. Ayabingi. Yeah, man, just chanting I. As I said, the sound bomb experience, you know, is checking in with the silence, you know. Yeah. I sometimes feel like I will say a lot of words, you know. But if you can find that one word that can communicate and convey so much, you know. Come even check the greatness of the music, you know. And one of the greatness of the music is that how the man them structure the song. Sometimes they now send a word up or something, you know. And Mama G mentioned repetition, and that is one of the formula of, you know, great, you know, repetition, you know. And it's a mantra, you know. So the interpretation we just are going at the less to get more out of it, you know. And when as a songwriter and you know, arranger, what I think we check, you know. Some of the great song them within 2 minutes the song done, you know. Now what I observe now with the 80s and the onset of dancehall, because dancehall It's the biggest culture in Jamaica currently now, and it influence is so strong. But as a creative, sometimes something come to me and I check. The greatness of the music, the man they used to just write the song, 4 lines, 2 lines. Remember one nice song as I used, I think a Fab Five when do it. Kind of poetry spoken word. All them must say I just, oh, wow. Yeah, say, oh, and in chat something out of story, I go say, but the repetition, you come back is, oh, wow. But with the dancehall artists now we find then you use a lot of 8 bars. Check it out from the 80s coming up. Attack him. So the earlier songwriters them you would have 4 line, 6. 4 line. And then they space and then space for the music. From the 80s, come on, even now a lot of artists utilizing that formula. No space for the music. And him a chat. Listen, from him a intro straight down. First, him a call him name, and big up himself. He say, "Is I man this and me this," and in chat and introduce himself. And him a chat. Well, now say him dance, but conscious artists utilize that style too because it become the norm with everybody from the song intro to outro. A man just I vice. But check culture. What a he bam. First it start with the music, a sound. Bram, 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 bram. And you say, what is a command? Dam, dam, dam. And then repeat it. And you say, what a he bam. Then you sing a verse and a chorus. Pram, 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 come back again. A solo, a musical interlude. So that is the hallmark of a great thing. The music is part of it. Now we say they have the greatest. I mean, me don't want to go touch tonight. I'm not licking against this. So I don't want nobody here and say we fight against dancehall. We see the greatest music show happen with you, and we don't see the live instrumental music because it's all about. I'm not sure it's a dancehall can be an individual thing and the approach the way it's bantanning and some man a chat him lyrics.
Yeah,
like
just use a soundtrack.
Yeah, and now so we have AI and now we are not. So certain thing get shake away. AI artists. So the art of playing an instrument is vital. So
Yeah.
some inspiration come to I now where I say I have to create some music that have space for the music.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sure it's even every current artist that's the formula music now from the intro, him big up himself and him go down in a general chat.
Yeah,
There's no space for a music solo.
Yeah, them have to say enough things because they don't have nothing to say. That's why I say enough things, It's like the other day, we sit down and listen to a politician make a speech in response to one of these very controversial issues that we have here. No. And the man talk for 30 minutes.
Say nothing.
And him talk for 30 minutes and I cannot tell you nothing what him say. And me know how they did. So it's the same thing now when you mention, with this low quality kind of presentation, pan a rhythm. There is nothing substantial is being said. So you have to find a way to full up the thing now if it seem like you actually say something, but you not say nothing.
Yeah, it's just a fluff, and
Yeah,
bluff,
same way.
Yeah,
It's a big fluff.
Yes, why I have brothers,
Yes,
no
sir.
one not calling in and for nothing. Them are ironical listening.
Microphone. Okay. You want the rhythm?
Just pull off the thing. Just pull off the microphone.
Oh, that's
Yeah. So one poem I have, couple years now. In order. So here it go now. Order. Order in the camp. Order. Get yourself in a order. Order. You know, if you walk out a order. No talk out a order. You know, if you live out a order. Get yourself in a order. This is a righteous order. Conscious order. Melchizedek order. Ignaya bingi order. Read fire order. So get yourself in a order. You know, fin your mouth order. No chat out a order. You know fi dress out a order. No live out a order. You get yourself in a order. Righteous order. Ancient order. Melchizedek order. Anaya bingi order. Read for your order. Yourself in a order. No live out a order. No nyam out a order. No walk out a order. No chat out a order. Yourself in a order. Hey! Order! 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 Real hard and tough. Yeah, man. Iron trad, you know? Ugly iron trad, you know? Order trad. Yes, I eat that.
Yes, I. Yeah, man, order is needed, you know? Mm-hmm. And on order every time. Yeah, so we share some chant, you know? Part of the sound bomb, the core part of the sound bomb yard experience, you know? Yeah. Them chant, yeah, we saying it's a lot, but we're not using a whole heap of words. Now, as Mama G does chant, we got chant to the feminine divine, you know, coming from the masculine divine, you know. Name prayer. Pray her, you know, prayer. Anywhere it comes to, you know. Prayer, 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 prayer. I prayer, I prayer, I prayer, 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 prayer. I prayer, I prayer. In a chant of shalom, shalom, shalom. I prayer. In a chant of shalom, with a chant of shalom, prayer, I prayer, I prayer, I prayer, I prayer, I prayer, 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 I prayer, I prayer. In a chant of shalom, shalom, chant of shalom, shalom. In a chant of shalom, I prayer. With a chant of shalom, shalom, chant of shalom. With a chant of shalom, I prayer, 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 I prayer, 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 I prayer. Shalom, 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 shalom. In a chant of shalom, shalom, shalom. Yes, I. Yeah, man. We also interact with the silence, you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause the silence make the music, you know? And we acknowledge that silence is a sound, you know? Yeah, we'll check it out. Oh, no, no. Yes, I. Yes, I. So we're going to chant something maybe more contemporary now, you know? Still, another prayer and devotional music, you know? Yeah. This one is called Check It, you know? July 1st was reggae month, but I and I who know where the music a come from, you know, talking about the struggle of the people, you know, the triumph of the people, you know. Yeah, man. Talking about the victory that we claim out of, you know, and I experience. And I would say that reggae music, you know, play a strong part in the social engineering, you know, of the world and the globe, you know. Yeah, because we say reggae music mash down the walls that divide Europe, Eastern and Western Europe, you know, Zimbabwe. The warriors then were listening to the music and it was motivational to the people, you know. So we say, we are checking, you know. Yeah, this one is called check it. Check it. Yeah. Checking with Jah, checking with Jah, YAAD, checking with Jah, checking with Jah, Mama G. Check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae, check it with Jah. Check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae, check in with Jah. Say a prayer to connect with Jah. Chant a psalm to check in with Jah. Songs of devotion to connect with Jah. Altar call just to check with Jah. Soul reverence and connect with Jah. Time with self just to check with Jah. Sit in silence and connect with Jah. To know thyself is to check with Jah. So check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae, check in with Jah. Check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae, check in with Jah. Said the body can be made to be in control over the brain. Good traits to embrace, bad habits to tame. In your head, monkey playing mind games. With program patterns, are we master or slave? Ancient iron connect with the art in a hum. Basis to drum, foundation is to column. Word, sound, and power, eyes is up for eye tongue. In a herd, Jack King man come to check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae, check in with Jack. Check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae, check in with Jah, check in with Jah, check in with Jah, connect with Jah, connect with Jah. Early dawning rising with Jah, I am checking. Spirit, mind, body, soul, tune up for connecting. Giving is receiving the reward before asking. He who seek it, find it, know it's all within. Just seated on high in thy heaven, he'll owe him. Jah roll the thunder and flash the lightning. Fire, heat, air, and water composing. Jah in a iron eye, connecting. So check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae. Check in with Jah. Check it, check it, check it, check it, reggae. Check in with Jah. How we say? Check in with Jah. Check in with Jah. Check in with Jah. Connect with Jah. Check in with Jah. Yes, I. Yeah, man. Checking in with Jah, the most I want, you know. Yeah, man. So we give thanks as the inspiration pass through, you know. Yeah, this is a new, well, it's an ancient chant, you know, this modern time, you know. Aya, Bushikunde, liberation, Bushikunde, Ayanai, Bushikunde, liberation, Bushikunde. Bushikunde is my Africa. They must say we are diaspora. Bushikunde scattered all over Caribbean, the seas of the Americas. Bushikunde, oh, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, liberation, Bushikunde. Suriname, Six Nation, Bushikunde. Jamaica, Leeward, Windward, Bushikunde. Trinidad, American, Bushikunde. Belize, Garafuna, Bushikunde. South Carolina, Gully Gooche, Bushikunde. Canada, Nova Scotia, Bushikunde. Bushikunde in a Sierra Leone. Trans-deported found his way back home. Bushikunde, oh, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, liberation, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, oh, Bushikunde, kunde, oh, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, man, woman, and child. Bushikunde knows how to survive. Bushikunde at top rank. Surviving mountain, river, and swamp. Bushikunde, oh, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, liberation, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, oh, Bushikunde, kunde, oh, Bushikunde, Bushikunde, oh, Bushikunde, kunde, oh, Bushikunde, Green and yo, Bushikunde, Captain Kwao, Bushikunde, Captain Kojo, Bushikunde, Captain Akompongo, Bushikunde, Captain Janio, Ushikune. Yes, I give thanks. The sound bomb yard experience in the yard, you know. Yeah, man. Yard and yard connect, you know. Every time, you know. Yeah, man. So I had to give thanks, and Mama J, we give thanks for having I and I. Malmo give thanks. Sound bomb yard I experience, you know, every time. And we say, let Jah rain, you know, every time, let Jah rain.
Yes, I. That was a little treat, you know. In the Mama SEH program this evening. Yeah, man, it's an interacting program, you know, where we interact with each other and stuff. So, and the proverbs we use that one hand no clap, one hand can't clap, so that teamwork are necessary, and we are sure teamwork of the music and the teamwork of final if we bring this program to you. Give thanks to Dreadlocks, article Dreadlocks in the house, with the YAAD, you know, coming through, you know, Sound Bomb, Akinsanya, Bushikunde in the house. We give thanks live. Straight, you know. We don't have to go copy and we don't have to go write nothing. Just straight to you from the horse's mouth, you know. And also Malimu, you know, was a big input in our evening, yeah. And we not plan not working from life, you know. We don't have no plan, so whatever just fit I to deal with as it come, just deal with it. Malibu in the place to do it. And we just fit in our program at Kingston there. Can fit in for the musical part of this journey, and yeah, and we just interact and bring the program to you. And yeah, man, we big up every artist, everyone we play a part, every musician. Name, you know yourself. We just say big up to the one them, you know, from straight across the board, from ska to rubber dub and reggae music and all the genre, dancehall and dancehall genre and reggae music and Naya Bingi and Maroon drum and Buru drum and all the Pumina drum and everyone who contribute in some way along the journey within the music, and everyone we have a musical part of it. Five for dance to the tune when they play. So you know, let us give thanks to everyone. Music is life. Let us continue to live. Everyone have a part. Every artist is uniquely different from each other because of your experience within the journey, within your own life experience. No two person have the same life experience, even if them born from the same womb. So every one of them unique experience, and that make everyone special in them own way. No space no there for no fight against, no space no there for bad mind, no space no there for covet and envy, because each one is uniquely different, and me and you and you and me all make up and come together. One for all for one. In that manner, there'll be no failure. I want to see love and blessings within the fraternity of music, because the music and the play of instrument will go before. And I know say and I want them have to consecrate, and the ones them have to ready, and the ones them have to in the right frame of mind and the right spirit to lead this journey. Yeah. So the one them have to just know thyself, know yourself, know a part you play, know that you are you and cannot be no one else but you. And that you come to play a part and you play in your part, and the next man play a theme, and we just go through and make the work harmonize, and let there be no discard, and that there will be harmony, and the rhythm will flow, and things will flow in place, and the rhythm of life will go on. Players of instruments and singers and musicians, remember that you are the one who lead the way. Bless up.